This is MEElectronics AirFi Touch Bluetooth Wireless on-ear headphones. Included with the headphones, they provide, of course, the instructions, a nice hard carrying case that the headphones fold nicely into, a USB micro charging cable, and a male-to-male auxiliary headphone jack cable if you want to use these as a wired set. This is one of the sleekest looking headphone sets that I've seen in a while. It's a really nice looking set. For me, I've seen a lot of different brands and varieties of headsets and variety of price ranges, with some that sound better than others, some that are more comfortable than others, although that tends to be kind of a subjective thing, as everyone seems to hear things differently and has different expectation levels of comfort. But the one thing that I've found with most headsets is that the quality doesn't always correspond to price range. And for me, there's certain criteria that any headphone set at whatever price range has to meet to be at least good or great for me to actually like these. So I was interested to kind of check out these AirFi Touches because they introduced some new things that I've not seen in headphones before, and I think that's kind of cool. Again, it's a sleek looking set of headphones. The case is cool, but the one thing that I like about these, in addition to they fold up nicely, is they have a touch panel on the side here. Let me figure out which side they are because it's not clearly marked. A touch panel on the side here of this headphone right here that you just kind of swipe up, down, left, right to activate the volume feature and the next back feature. Really cool feature. I kind of like that. It's kind of neat to see that in the headphone set. The multifunction button is on the side with that same right there. Right there, a little hard to see. It's kind of hidden right there. It's on the side there of that same side with the touch pad that's on the side of that headphone. The one thing kind of though with design that I would like to see a little bit different, number one, the headphones aren't marked left, right. It's a little hard to determine which side is the touch side. It's marked on the inside of the band here, but if you're really not paying attention, it's kind of hard to really notice. I would have liked to see some markings. Maybe it would have made it a little less sleek on the outside, but some markings to locate that touch panel to kind of show you where you need to swipe, that kind of thing. It could have been blended in a little bit to where it wouldn't stand out so much, but something that give you a little bit of an area to differentiate where you're supposed to swipe and which side has the touchpad on it. The power button, you hold for 3 seconds to power on or off, and you hold it a few seconds longer for the pairing. A couple other things I have issue-wise with this is, and I'll try to show, it's going to be a little hard to see on the webcam, but if you see the little circle, the hole there for the LED, that LED to me is a little hidden under there, and I'll tell you why. If you move this earpiece, as it will tend to do when you're using it or playing around with it, it can hide, it obstructs that LED to show you the power. Now that's not a huge deal for power and charging, but the same issue is on the other side with the microphone, as you can see there. If you push it up into place, it'll partially obstruct that microphone. I kind of wish they would have located those a little bit better on this headset. As what I found out later with phone calls is when it's kind of moving, that earpiece is kind of moving around on your ear, it can partially obstruct the microphone. Not a huge deal because I don't primarily use this type of headset for a phone call headset, but I would have liked to have seen that located a little bit better. Pairing and charging, it paired pretty quickly. The charging port is located at the bottom as well, along with that other little hole port there, and it paired quickly with my Android phone. Charging takes about 2 to 3 hours, but it has really good battery life for a music headset. It lasts quite long, a lot longer than a lot I've seen in this price range. Comfort level is okay. There's a padding on the band here and padding on each earpiece. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more padding on the earpieces and the headband, but it's not bad overall. That's for me. I kind of like a little bit more padding. Noise isolation was really good though. You know, with these earpieces, you know, so that was really good. Again, for phone calls, again, I wouldn't primarily use this as a headset for calls, but it did work well with phone calls. I could hear the person on the receiving end clearly, but again, at times, like I said, depending on how this headset was kind of wiggling on my ear, sometimes the person would say I was a bit muffled due to that shifting earpiece and that microphone being kind of located, you know, partially obstructed area at times. As a phone set, though, the volume level is good and usable for that purpose, even with the microphone issue. Not a huge thing for me. The Bluetooth range for me, though, with this headset, considering the price range at about $100, was a bit of a disappointment as compared to other sets I've used. I could only walk about 15 feet away before the headset cut out, which is a lot less than what other sets I've used in this price range. Typically, you know, that range is about 30 feet or more. So the range was quite a bit weaker with this. I'm not exactly sure why, because this does seem to be a well-made quality set. Music ability, this is one of the better sounding headsets I've heard in this price range for a Bluetooth headset. I tried both wired and wireless through YouTube and through my iPod. The sound was very clear with the vocals. The mid-range was good. The treble clear and had a good, distinct, booming, clear, deep-sounding bass. You know, very good set. I was impressed with the music ability of this set. The auxiliary cable that comes with this, I feel, is a bit thin with this, and you won't be able to really tell here too much. But I kind of felt that was a bit thin. And could have been a little bit better quality. However, considering I'm going to use this primarily as a Bluetooth set, that's a minor issue for me. Might not be for people who want to use this as a wired set. I would probably suggest getting a better auxiliary cable. But overall, this is one of the better sounding set of on-air Bluetooth headphones I've heard in this price range. And for me, there's a few tweaks that need to be in the design with the location of the microphone, the LED, and the lack of markings for the touch part of it, and the comfort level could be a little bit better in the padding, and the Bluetooth range could be better as well. If they could make those tweaks in design, this could easily be a 5-star set, as the sound is definitely top-notch, and I will really like the cool features. But for now, though, because of those design issues, I give it 4 stars.